Greetings, friends. Purple Hair Guy here. So, today we're going to be doing a first level boss guide. So, I'm here at the Hack the Server boss. This is just one of two that are on the first level. Now, I'm going to be getting into it, telling you guys what to do to win. It's a pretty simple boss fight. Both first floor bosses are generally easier than the rest. I would say that the second floor has my least favorite boss fights. But the first floor ones, maybe you just don't know how to do them, and that's why you're here. Now, we're just going to get right into it. I'll be playing well doing this, so I'm not commentating over. I currently have the Spectre, which is a really good gun if you guys don't know. But let's just go into it. So, you can see these lines right here. I'm going to trace the edge of it like this. Maybe I'll zoom in on it too. So, these lines are the lines of the circle that you need to stand in for it to charge. Now, if you see I step right over this, it starts to go down, the red bar at the top. Step in, it goes up. Step out, it goes down. Step in, it goes up, down. So you get it. Now, you might be able to see the rings around it. These generally don't have an effect on it. Actually, they literally don't have an effect on it. You can see just the charge speed does not go up depending on which circle you're in. I think it's just layered circles. So, I'm stepping into each level of these, and the bar doesn't charge up any faster than it did before. Now, the enemies spawn in waves on this. It'll start out with just riot guards and rivalmen, and then it'll go up to these hover tank enemies. You see, spider bots and bee defenders. So, not too hard early on. At about 80% is where it gets a little tricky. Let's just let it go up a little more. So, you see, it's just the same enemies over and over again. No big deals here. Bee defenders. There's hardly any more actual enemies spawning. Now it's just bee defenders and spider bots. Okay, now about here, 80%, we're going to get a lag spike sometimes. You sometimes do, sometimes you don't. Mercenaries will spawn. I think these guys are called annihilators. They're not the headhunters. I can never remember what they're called. And where is our hover tank? There. No, I just got the lag spike. There it is. There's our hover tank. So a hover tank will spawn. And then the middle will explode if you're near it. Now, the hover tank needs to be killed on this. If you've watched my final boss guide, I go over how on the final boss the hover tanks don't need to be killed, but on this one they very much do. There's a lot happening right now. Okay, and then that's all that happens on this boss fight. It's very easy. There's not a lot to it. It's just stand in the circle, which you can still see at the end. That's good, I guess. Even though there's all this destruction, I can't even find the edge of it because there's so much like guts and stuff, or I guess oil. Now, it's just this circle, there's this inner circle, and then even more inner circle, and they mean nothing. The outer circle is the only one that matters. I think it's just to have different levels of clarity, maybe. I have no idea. Well, I'm going to go find the second boss, and I'll see you guys then. Welcome back. Here we are with Experiment 57, your other first floor boss. So, this boss actually talks to you at the start. I'm just going to let him ramble on while I'm giving the preamble here. So, this boss is a little bit more difficult than the Hack the Server. It's less enemies and more a boss. So, it's not like you would expect on a normal level of gameplay. So, first of all, it has a few attacks. It has a missile launch. It has this, like, meteor strike. I don't know. I played Overwatch before. I just think meteor strike when I see these. And then it has psi fields. Now, these psi fields will hurt it and you if you stand on them. So, do not even go near them. These spikes, well, you can walk over them, and they won't be able to hurt you. If your movement speed is reduced, they can hit you. And he'll take damage from it as well. And if you see he's square, his white body is square, these blood bolts that fly out of him will only come out of the side that he is facing. So if I stand on his diagonal right now, he can't shoot me with the blood bolts. But if I'm standing like this, he will be able to, because his sides are facing me. Now, see, once again, the corner, he cannot hit me with the blood bolts. They just fly out the corners. And now I stand on this diagonal, and he can't hit me. Now, this boss is a little bit trickier to dodge. I'm at a pretty low difficulty right now, so it's not too bad for me. But you can see why this would get a little obnoxious. He does do spawns. Ow, that one hurt. He spawns drones. He spawns, I think he just spawns shotgun rivals, so just the shotgun enemies. And he spawns a lot of map damage variants. Now, these psi fields, once again, they will hurt the boss itself. pretty much everything on this level will hurt the boss itself, and it is very capable of killing itself. As you see, I didn't even shoot it there for the last while. It just ran into its own stuff. Now, it's not affected by the barbed wire. Notice how slow I am walking in this. It's not affected by the barbed wire. So this is another thing you have to watch out for. That barbed wire is also up here. And those are the only two spaces. Little known thing about this game is that standing in cover actually has a chance to block shots. I would not do it on this fight because the blood bolts and the missiles pretty much, it ignores it. It doesn't shoot normal bullets. But once again, if you're having a little bit of trouble, generally staying in the middle is a better idea. Seeing as when it's chasing you, it'll stick pretty close to you if you're just sprinting. And if it runs over these, it'll get hit by all of them, which will deal a ton of damage to it. It actually takes quite a significant amount of damage from the spikes. And its own side fields, they don't deal a ton of damage, but they will kill you very fast. So you have to be very careful with them. Well, that concludes my Experiment 57 and Hack the Server guide. I hope this helps anybody who's interested on how to do these first floor bosses. They're not the hardest bosses, once again. And I will be putting out guides for the second floor bosses. But the thing is, the conveyor belt, which is a second floor boss, I have trouble with even most of the time. And on top of that, yeah, I think it's more rare than the what is it called? It's not the Falcon. I fought it so many times. The Vulcan, maybe, whatever the plane is called, the missile plane that dies very fast. So, once again, hope you guys liked the guide. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and to subscribe and hit the bell notification if you can't. And I'll see ya. Oh, one more question. If anybody gets this far. Any of my subscribers, or just people that do it, I've been calling you guys friends. So I say greetings, friends, at the start of the video as a community building thing. Maybe there's another name you'd like to go by. I don't know. Throw some suggestions out there. Join the Discord. Tell me. I'll leave a link in the description for it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.